There's a proverb that's been hanging around for over 100 years that says, curiosity killed the cat. We use that nowadays to try to warn people away from unnecessary inquiry or investigation because it might lead to danger or misfortune. But this is only the first half of the proverb. The entire saying goes like this: curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. I interpret that sometimes to asking questions that may lead to the death of our old mindsets and old behaviors. But it will also breathe new life into our lives and give birth to new perspectives, especially when we find answers that satiate our curiosity and place us firmly on the path of virtue. If you would like to have more answers to your burning questions, then join me as we explore the virtue of curiosity. Curiosity involves actively recognizing and pursuing challenging opportunities and seeking out new knowledge or new skills. Curiosity can be broken down into three categories: interest, novelty seeking, and openness to new experience. It drives individuals to explore the boundaries of human knowledge. First, we're going to identify your curiosity style. Curiosity is one of those defining characteristics of the green temperament, but it would be a huge mistake to assume that they are the only personality style who values inquisitiveness. In fact, every type has its own set of things that pique their interests and compel them to probe deeper for answers. This section will help identify how each temperament approaches curiosity. Second, we will learn why it is important to ask good questions. We will examine a question matrix that will help us formulate questions that are perfectly clear to both the questioner and the responder, as well as how to ask difficult questions, the ones that may not have definitive answers. Third, we will learn more about why it is important to ask open-ended questions, especially when we are trying to learn what someone is thinking or feeling, rather than getting specific factual responses. Fourth, we will dust off one of the most famous questioning techniques used by the classical Greeks, the Socratic method. Socrates spent much of his life trying to figure out what the good life was and how we can achieve it. In fact, he was one of the first non-religious moral teachers who encouraged people to adopt virtue and abandon vice. We'll figure out how he used his favorite method of questioning that involves asking more and more questions to get down to the underlying assumptions and reveal hidden truths. Fifth, we will learn why you need to keep your mind open. Curiosity can only expand if you are willing to keep your mind open to new ideas, new perspectives, and new attitudes. But having an open mind means we must check our ego and admit that we might not know it all, and let go of any lingering pride. This isn't as easy as it sounds. Actually, it doesn't sound easy at all. Finally, we will investigate why it is crucial that we stay curious. You will encounter days when you don't feel curious at all. That's perfectly fine, especially if curiosity isn't one of your core values. We will have days when you need to summon up your curiosity so that you can create something new or solve a problem or learn new information or skills or even have an interesting dialogue with the person down the hall. We'll review some tips that will help you stay curious. Do you have questions about life, its meaning, and its purpose in it? Do you want to know why people do the things they do? Do you want to know the secrets to a good and fulfilling life? If you do, then you're in the right place. Let's start killing that cat and find out answers to the questions that will transform our lives for the better.